The Honda Civic is all new. This is the sporty SI version of that car. On paper, it looks great. But you know what? Paper's no good here.
Specs out of the way first. There's a 1.5-liter high-flow turbo under the hood. It's the same engine as before, but tweaked slightly for more efficient performance, even though there's a small drop in horsepower. They've expanded the power band so you get to the meat of the torque earlier.
This SI gets a little bit less horsepower than the previous one. I think the last one got about 205, but you know what? Who cares? You absolutely don't feel it when you're driving. This thing is spirited. It's exciting. It's effervescent. You get the picture. It's fun to drive.
Thanks to that new torque curve, you can rev the engine nice and high. Or, if you're not exactly in the right gear, then that low-end torque and the improved throttle response get you up to speed without a problem. Happily, the SI comes with a manual transmission. That, also happily, has the same rev matching as the Civic Type R.
That's such a great feature. So if you're not somebody who wants to do all the heel-toe practicing and you're still looking for a little bit of extra power as you are downshifting, then the rev matching really works terrific. If you want to shut it off, you can absolutely do that in that individual mode.
The gearbox on the manual has been improved. The throws are even shorter, making it quick to shift. And let me tell you, this is a very smooth shifting gearbox.
So in this gearbox, the shifter is set a little bit closer to the driver than in the hatch, which actually really makes a nice difference when you're shifting, especially for somebody with not so long arms like me.
The SI gets a standard limited slip differential that gives this front-wheel driving car good grip.
So around the corners, this thing feels really great. It's solid, it's confident. I mean, it really sticks to the road. And I will say this, the exhaust note is really terrific. It has a new exhaust on it. I think it sounds really nice, even if they are pumping some artificial sound in here when you get a little higher in the rev range.
There have been a lot of structural enhancements made to the SI too, making it a little bit stiffer and stronger, so there's less flex, and that rigidity is going to help you out with handling. The front and rear bushings and upper and lower rear B-arms are all taken from the Civic Type R, and it has stiffer spring rates than the standard Civic.
Speaking of handling, the wheelbase is a little bit longer, 1.4 inches longer, and the rear track is a little bit wider, so it really is going to keep you much better planted to the road, which is great.
The steering is heavy and solid feeling, and I really love that. I feel as though I'm actually doing the driving here. It's precise, and you know what? There's even a little bit of feedback.
Some Goodyear Eagle F1 tires are available. As you know, your tires are super important, especially when you're talking about, a performance car. These are okay. I mean, I've gotten them to squeal just a couple of times, but for a car at this price point with an upgraded tire, they're not bad.
And the brakes on the SI are larger in both the front and the rear than the sedan. That means good stopping power, especially when you're driving on the twisty roads.
So there are a couple of drive modes. You can drive in normal. The second you flip into sport, though, you really do feel a difference in the throttle response. There's also something new. That's the individual mode, and it's nice to be able to customize.
There are some clues on the exterior of the Civic that will be a dead giveaway that it's the SI, including the honeycomb grille and, well, of course, the SI badge up front. In the back, you get a rear spoiler and chrome exhaust tips. And check out the black mirrors and 18-inch SI wheels. Cool.
The cabin of the Civic is great. I love some of the shapes and the lines that Honda has created here, and it's very user-friendly. So as far as visibility goes, this thinner and pulled back A-pillar really helps to see out. They've also lowered the side mirrors a little bit, so you really can get a good view of where it is that you're going, especially when you're turning.
The SI gets a sassier interior with some red pinstriping accents and gauge trim, a fancy shift knob based on the Type Rs, and some great looking and feeling sport seats. Yeah, take another second on those. Sport inspired and sexy looking. They also are really comfortable.
The instrument panel is fully digital, really clear, nice and easy to see. Also, this 9-inch touchscreen is plenty big, really, I mean, has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, everything you want. Plus, there's this nice ledge here. This is a really thoughtful detail. So you can rest your thumb and touch the screen and not bobble around while you're driving. Also, plenty of knobs and buttons for key functionality. Thank you, Honda.
To add to your auditory driving experience, please enjoy the Bose audio system with 12 speakers.
Of course, this is a Honda. Honda's definitely going to keep you safe. Honda Sensing, their suite of safety features comes standard, and the front-facing camera has a wider field of vision, so you're going to be able to see way more of what's going on in front of you when you're using that front-facing camera.
The adaptive cruise control gets smoother braking and quicker reaction times, and you can really feel the difference. These systems keep getting better and better. Same goes for the lane keeping assist. The Civic Si can be yours for $27,300, not including destination. With car prices skyrocketing, this is a lot of car for a very affordable price. Also helping out the bottom line is improved fuel economy. You can get a Honda racing package on your Si that doesn't get you more power but looks sportier with an underbody spoiler all the way around the car and 18-inch blacked out wheels. There are 30 other accessories you can get to make your Si your own. So my first thoughts, guys, the Civic Si is a pretty darn great car to drive. Fun, exciting, compelling, and it's on sale now.
What's not on sale yet? The Honda Civic Type R. But hold on to your popcorn, people, because it's coming. Right now, let's just enjoy more driving footage of this agile, fun driving, and very well-priced Si.